thank you.
I recognize that theme, don't you?
Yes, Matinee with Bob and Ray. Well, hello again, everyone. It's been so long since we've sat here and talked with you all, don't you know? Since Thursday.
Once again, to the strains of our theme, Semper Paratus, we introduce Matinee with Bob and Ray for the next half hour, and a very pleasant spring day it is, too, here
day.
in Baltimore, and we hope that all of you folks up there around Boston are enjoying yourselves. We'll be going out to the ball game if you can.
How did we ever get here to Baltimore?
I don't know, but I'm not asking any questions.
All I remember is getting on a train last night, Bob, and taking off.
We'll be making our call to Steve Bosco up there in Boston pretty soon, so he can tell us where we are and what we're doing here. Well, I think we got this thing backwards, haven't we?
Steve is probably down in Baltimore.
He's down there. We're here. That's right.
Well, the reason we're so confused is that we're broadcasting from the ceiling of the studio this afternoon, and it seems that somebody came in here during the night and has glued...
They tipped the whole studio
upside down, and they glued the tables to the ceiling, and... Actually, it's precarious up here.
And can you all see the show down there, audience? You're looking out.
Yeah, I can see
have a lot of
you
stiff
fine.
necks when the thing is over, aren't you?
Yeah.
Today, our regular April 21st salute to spring with music by William S. Hart and his orchestra, vocals by his young horse, Silver.
Well, I don't know. I think I'll tune in another station, see what's on.
Let's see if we can find an organ and piano team anywhere, huh?
Why, aren't you feeling well?
Well, just for variety, we might be able to tune in on one.
All right.
I'm feeling all right now, but I have a...
Ken and Bill have just collaborated on a new song called Feeling No Pain. It's a beautiful, tender ballad that I think will hit the stands in ever so soon.
BMI is going to publish that. Oh, Jack Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong.
Jack
Headstrong.
Jack Headstrong, the all-American American. Jack, Billy, Uncle Jim, Betty, George, and the 345th Field Artillery Band are racing against time. Not quite so loud, please. Are racing against time to complete the Jack Headstrong interplanetary motorcycle. This is a project they've been working on for the government, and today the man from the government is supposed to come around to the factory where they are secretly working and check on the progress. We see Jack, Billy, Uncle Jim, Betty, George,
incense burner, will you please?
Grace, and the 345th Field Artillery Unit as they walk into Jack's office. A 4x5 cubicle. And how they all get in there, you'll have to figure out for yourself. But now we hear Jack speak.
Well, that's the whole story right there in a nutshell. Now,
Jack, do you
wait
believe...
just a moment. Help me get it out of this nutshell. We'll be able to read it.
Jack, do you think we'll be able to finish this interplanetary motorcycle in time for the government contract?
I think so, Space Cadet Sturdley.
I'm Uncle Jim.
Oh,
Jack.
I'm sorry.
With the help of all of our armed guards here, we should be able to work in utmost secrecy for the UBI, Unofficial Bureau of Investigation.
Quiet, Uncle Jim. There's no time for that now.
Jack, I was...
Quiet, Billy.
Quiet,
There's
Billy.
no time for that.
Jack,
Quiet, Uncle
what's your
Jim.
plan for continuing the operation here?
Well, we must develop this engine here. That's our first plan. We've promised to bring the whole thing back to
Betty,
Hudson
will you
Library.
stop playing with that begonia plant?
Quiet, Begonia. There's no time for
Pay
that.
attention, Betty.
Quiet, Billy. So that's about the summation of the whole thing right there.
Well, that's clear as mud, Jack, and I'm sure that once we start working on this, we'll be successful in no time.
What
You were
is
going
that?
to say something, Jack?
What? Turn around, Uncle Jim.
Great Scott, Jack.
Yes, there's a dagger in your back.
I hadn't noticed that before.
I hadn't noticed it until I caught just the profile of you there, hanging.
Does it hurt very much, Uncle Jim?
Only when I laugh, Billy. Jack, will you either pull it out or hang your hat on it?
What should we do with it? That's the problem now.
Jack, when are we going to leave
Quiet,
Hudson?
Billy. There's no time. We're not in Hudson. Or in deep, dark, dank Africa. We've been
That's
here
right,
for months.
Too. I had forgotten completely. Let me borrow that compass of yours, Jack.
Wait a minute. I put it in the back pocket here with a pound of butter. Here it is.
Here, I'll clean the dial. Seems to be something wrong with this compass.
How's that, Uncle Jim?
Keeps pointing north.
Throw it away. We don't need it anyway.
Jack, look coming through the woods.
Well, look at that.
What do you see, Billy?
Betty's been caught by a man-eating bush. Goodbye, Betty.
I believe that's a man-eating mulberry bush, Jack.
Goodbye, Betty.
Bye, Betty.
Quiet, Billy. There's no time for goodbyes now.
And as Betty slowly sinks in the west, we look ahead 2 days to the Embassy Hotel in Cairo, where Jack Headstrong is just entering his spacious penthouse apartment. Keep in mind, folks, this kid is only 14 years old. Billy is with him for purposes of dialogue.
Well, here we
Wonder
are.
who was playing that music, Jack?
I think it was Sahib.
It was the sweetest music this side of Cairo I ever heard. Excuse me, that
yes.
should have been Cairo.
Come over here, Billy.
Yeah?
Look at this mysterious message that was thrown through the brick wall this morning, attached to a piece of glass.
That is mysterious. It says, drop dead, Jack Headstrong.
I wonder who'd want to see me out of the way.
Phone is ringing, Jack.
I'll answer it. Hello. Yes, this is Jack Headstrong. Yes, I'm in my expensive apartment now. It's a penthouse, actually. What's that you say?
What's that he says?
Just a moment, Billy.
Oh, what
What?
suspense we're building up here, huh? I wonder what's going to happen with it.
What? Just a moment here, please. Hello. I can't make out. Will you take this, Billy? Somebody named Steve is on the line.
Hello? Steve Ba?
Hello, Jack Headstrong? It's
no,
Steve
this is-
Bosco calling. What kind of nonsense is that you've got on the...
Oh, well, wait just a minute.
let me get a hold of Bob and Ray.
Hold on a minute, Steve, will you? Cast, you'll have to wait until later for this
Hello,
today's
hello.
episode. Hello, Steve.
Hello, this is Steve Bosco
This is
calling.
Bob and Ray speaking.
Oh, hello there.
How are you?
How are you?
Where are you?
Fine.
No, where are you?
Oh, I'm in Cairo.
You're in Cairo.
Flew out last night.
Oh, now look, this is the worst yet. First you didn't cover the South, then you landed in Rutland, Vermont.
Well, I thought I needed a vacation because I've been working my full head right to the bone.
I know, but baseball is just getting underway here. This
It is?
Sure.
Well, good luck to him. Who's ahead?
Well, the Sox aren't as yet, but they're going to be playing the athletics this afternoon, and you're supposed to be out there along with
They're
Mr.
going to be
Gowdy
playing
and Mr.
athletics, are
Delaney.
they? What kind of athletics?
Baseball.
Oh, that's fine. Who's the opposition?
The Philadelphia Athletics are going to play the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, that's their name.
Yeah.
Same
Who?
league, are they?
Whose name?
Same league, is it?
Yeah, same
Oh, I
league.
see,
There are
uh-huh.
2 leagues, you see, American and National.
Well, look, I'm being
8
held
teams
here.
in each league.
I'm being held here by
But you
the...
probably know that.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm being held here by the authorities.
They holding you for ransom?
I have no money, and I enter the country illegally, so they tell me.
Well, what did you go there for in the first place, Bosco?
I just thought I'd like to get over here and see the River Nile. I've heard so much about it, and I flew out last night, and I owe the airlines a considerable amount of fishki.
Did they give you any money to spend while you're over there? So
Yes.
you can have a good time?
They
and you
did.
pay later?
Yeah, I borrowed money, and I pay it back over 8 convenient minutes. And
Well, I think you'd better get back here as best you can, even if it be just as a stowaway. Somehow you got to get back here because
well, I do want to get back.
we'll need you for the rest of the season.
It isn't all it cracked up to be. The Nile is just another old river, and actually, if I knew it looked like this, I wouldn't have gone to all this bother.
Well, if you'd asked
I
us
mean, I feel
first, we
pretty-
could have told you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for calling. This call is collect, fellas.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you all real soon.
Yeah.
This is Steve Bosco, rounding first, being thrown out at second.
You know something, Ray?
What's that, Bob?
He called us from Boston this morning. You don't suppose he could be trying to pull our leg, do you? Today is Saturday, and it's our record review day when we look at the new discs and put them up for discussion among our juvenile jury, which is seated here around the microphone. First, Tommy, will you tell us your name and how old you are, please?
Tommy Studley, 11 years old.
George Crumleft, 22.
And this little girl over here, cutie, what's your name?
Betty,
Betty, how old are you? What school do you go to?
15,
15, and you go to what school?
pulse normal.
Pulse Normal, huh? Going to be a teacher, are you?
No.
Mm-hmm. You have a cold, too, don't you?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, now, the record that we have to listen to today...
I'm a little horse.
All right. Now, no more jokes like that. The record we have today is a new one in the backroom piano style that has become so popular. We want you to listen to the record
Okay.
and then give us all your opinions of what you thought for it. So if you're set to spin that, let's listen to this brand new release.
For the birds.
Well, wait a minute now. Let me ask you all individually. Tommy, I noticed you listening especially to the vocal chorus on that. What did you think of the? What would you rate the record in its entirety?
Well, it had no appeal to me as such.
What kind of music do you like generally?
Oh, I like music that calls for whips, like in that sleigh ride.
Oh yeah, and Mule Train.
Mule Train, I like the whip solo in that, too. But
Those are the only 2 whip songs I can think of offhand.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
you're
the
right.
complete collection, do you,
I
in
have
your own
all,
library?
all whip songs ever written.
Both of them.
Yeah.
But as far as this, put another nickel in. The Nickelodeon.
It was for the birds. In my opinion.
You would rate it 2 tweets then, about.
Just about. I like the piano
I
work.
see the little girl has her hand up. Honey,
Hello.
what did you think of
Nice. Very nice.
You like the record?
Yeah.
Huh? Would you buy it, do you think?
No.
Why would that be? Why wouldn't you buy it?
No money.
Oh. But you would like to have it in your collection, would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I think we've given that a pretty good
I'm a little horse.
Yeah. You used that before.
Yeah.
We've given that a pretty good recommendation. The combined average score given that record was 19.
Which means it is
For
the birds.
Right. Now here's the second one and the final one today. And let's see what you think of this. Listen closely, and then you'll be asked to rate it, in your opinion, kids. Okay? Well, now that was grand. You may have recognized the tune as the Tennessee Waltz. Now I wonder. Let's let's let Tommy speak first here. He's the youngest. And Tommy, how did you like that?
Well, the construction of the melody was superb, I thought. However, I think the composer missed the boat, if I could use that term, on the second beat. He calls for a 2-beat, which actually it should have been 3/4
That's right.
time.
But of course, you've got to consider the counterpoint as balanced against the primary air in the thing.
I think the organ player, when he either accidentally hit the organ with his elbow, or somebody else hit the organ with a baseball bat, I thought that lended
I beg to
itself.
differ with this young kid over here. You may remember me. I was on the first board that you had.
Yeah, I remember you.
And I think you got the harmonics all mixed up in the thing. I wouldn't buy it for that reason.
You're on, see a trumpet.
Well, you want to go outside?
Yeah, I just saw him.
Well, that leaves us with just this little girl here, and I guess the final judging is up to you.
For the birds.
Well, all right. That makes our 2 record releases today, receiving a grand total of 23 points. And the unanimous decision of the judges is that they were both for the birds.
Well, I'm here to pick them up and bring them down to the birds.
Webley Webster is back. Webb, did you...
Birds down in Canton have quite a collection now. People who have voted them so many records for the birds.
I understand we have quite a hooper among the birds down
The birds have one of the biggest record libraries in Greater Boston now.
Well, and if anyone would care to donate any of their records that they don't want for the birds, just send them along here. And
Yes, sir, and I'll pick them up and see the birds get them.
Okay, well, you're really doing your part.
Yes, sir.
To keep this fast-moving production going where it is, at a slow pace.
That's right, yes, sir. Say, look here, fellas. What should I do? I got a complaint.
Uh-oh.
I got a jelly donut this morning with nothing in it.
You got?
I
think this is something you should take to Mr. Agony because he handles all of the problems that we have around here. And our announcer was just going to introduce him, so will you wait just a moment, please?
U.S. Steel, makers of iron tablets, again brings you Mr. Agony and his unoriginal Bad Will Hour with Nat King Cole at the organ.
All right, Mr. Sterling, our first problem, please.
The problem of Mr. W.W.
All right, sir, your
Well,
problem.
sir, this morning...
Just a moment. I notice you have some jelly on your lapel there.
I don't have any more problem.
Oh, that was the jelly from yesterday morning, the donut that did have the jelly in it.
Oh, I see.
All right, go on with your story, please.
Well, sir, I went in this morning and I bought some donuts, jelly donuts. I love them.
You buy these jelly donuts every morning, do you?
Yes, sir.
Same place?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead with your story, please.
I had this
Try
morning...
not to break down,
Yes,
because if you can't tell your story in clear, coherent tones, we won't be able to listen to your problem, therefore could give you no advice.
Is he kidding? Well, this problem is this, pal. I bought a jelly donut...
Just a minute. Don't refer to me as pal, my friend.
All right, Your Honor. And I bit into the jelly donut, and my upper teeth ran into my lower teeth.
There was no jelly, is that right?
Nothing in it. Nothing. It was a big blank there.
Just a donut shell, so to speak, loaded with air, is that
It was
right?
filled up with very poor grade of oxygen.
And what was your first reaction?
Was to inhale it.
I see.
And,
you don't feel that you got your money's worth?
No, sir. I don't.
Have you taken this problem up with the people who sold you this jelly donut?
Yes.
And what was their reaction, their answer?
They hit me with a jelly donut with jelly in it.
Well, so we come across problems of this sort quite frequently here at the Bad Will Court, and I only wish we had an answer to help you.
Yes, sir.
I lie awake nights
Yes, sir.
trying to think of some advice to give to people like you.
Excuse me, sir, but we do have a call. I think we can get an
We have a-
apartment for this man.
We have a call from one of our many radio family friends who says they can provide you with an apartment, sir.
I don't want an apartment.
And if you will just see me after the program, we'll give you the number to call.
Well, that's
You're
swell.
all set. You're started on a new life.
Well,
Good
believe
luck to
me.
you, and thanks to our many radio friends.
Yeah, but I don't want an apartment.
All right, take him out, Mr. Sterling.
Yeah,
Will you
come on,
please
follow me.
sign the program off?
Thank you.
And we have time for our friend the question man today, I believe. Is he here with his stack of mail?
Certainly it is.
Time again for questions to answers that you, the listener, have sent in. Today, the question man takes up such interesting subjects as what is sky, what is earth, and what is snow, which is your first question.
Snow is frozen water that is deposited on the earth when the currents meet and collide.
A listener in Quincy writes, I'm planning a trip to the West Coast.
I don't
Which
blame you.
direction should I go?
Well, it depends on where she's starting from.
Part 2 of her question says, you schnook, I'm starting from Quincy.
Well, then you should head west, definitely. Because if you head east out of Quincy, you'll get wet.
Part 3 of the question says, if I head east out of Quincy, will I get wet?
Yes.
Then another listener down in the same area in Wollaston wants to know, I am planning a summer vacation in Florida. Which direction should I go?
Chlorophyll is the green coloring matter.
I believe you skipped one of the questions,
Oh.
Mr. Question Man.
In the springtime, you'll notice that, and then in late fall, too.
Now, this next question is, what is the green material in grass?
Travel west.
You answered that in the first question.
Oh, I'm all confused. Let's see here. Will you repeat that question, please? It's the
Yes.
first time it's ever happened to me.
What is the green coloring material in grass?
You know, I don't think I know the answer to that.
Oh, no!
This will ruin us.
You mean we...
We're on stations all over
Oh,
the
I know.
world, you know.
Syndicated is a big
It's
thing.
$1 million
You
proposition.
mean you're stuck with a question you can't answer?
I don't know what makes it green. How did that get in here? I didn't have time. Oh, crazy. Get me off.
Listen again, real soon.
Never again.
Never again.
I'm washed.
For the question man, who says now to his many radio
Rock,
fans,
dead. One and all. What are you, dumb? Do you know anything, you people?
which brings us right up to practically the end of the program.
Well, now we go to the next commercial.
Oh,
And
you're thinking of a weekday program. This is Saturday, you know.
we don't have
one.
any other commercials.
No, but
So
we...
embarrassing.
It is, and it means, of course, that we don't have time for another song by Ken and Bill, I don't think, either. But you have been good to come in today.
It's been very kind of you to come in today, gentlemen. You had planned to play Mockingbird Hill. And,
Well, can we call that our special for Monday?
could
Could
you
you
give
just
us-
give us a little preview?
a teaser, more or less, of the way
What?
you'll play it? Swell.
Good.
Well, we'll all be by our radio sides then
I don't want to
Monday.
miss that, do you?
To catch the rest of it, it starts off very, very
How
good.
does it end? Does it end the same way? Oh, yeah. I recognize that note.
Sounds
that's
so
that's
final.
the Patty Page arrangement we just played. But look, we're all through, friends. We may be cut off at any second. You can't tell.
Well,
So
we've
it's
got
goodbye until Monday.
to wind the whole thing up. Matinee with Bob and Ray is a public service feature. Portions of the program were Technicolor, some were on microfilm.
Any part of it may be reproduced without any consequences whatsoever. Feel free to do it if you
Except
want.
The first part of the program cannot be reproduced or rebroadcast without the express consent of the International League.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend, and so long.
Right, if you get work and hang by your thumbs, you'll agree it's milder, much milder.